Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy MG9000. I'm back again with another video. Today, we get the 2020 NFL Week 5 Power Rankings. As we take Week 4 upon us, we get into Week 5. So before we get into this video, if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoy the content. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos, live streams, or great content that happens on this channel. Let's get right into the Week 5 Power Rankings as Week 4 is upon us. The power rankings, we got a little bit of changes, especially at the back end of the top 15. Y'all know how I do it. If you are new to the channel, we do the top 15 teams in the league. We do sometimes, depending on the week, we do 1 or 2 honorable mentions that got outside the top 15. So let's get right into this video. Number 1, the Kansas City Chiefs. Another dominant win, but it was with their defense this time. They got a good defensive win. They didn't put up the offensive special highlight reel plays as you expect from them, but they are still the #1 team in the league until they get beaten because, like I said, it's the Chiefs. The Chiefs probably will not be beat this year as far as it's looking like. I mean, they do got the Bills coming up. We'll see what happens with that. But like I said, the Chiefs will not fall from #1 unless they have a really, really bad win, like a point, or they get like injuries. But other than that, they're not going to drop from #1 unless they win. But number 2, we got the Green Bay Packers. They got an impressive win this week. They move up to number 2 over the Seattle Seahawks. Now, you could argue Seattle Seahawks could be here. You could argue the Buffalo Bills could be here. But the Packers have been the second most impressive team. In fact, they've been the most impressive team this year. I did not expect Aaron Rodgers to come out guns blazing, and this is the Aaron Rodgers we all missed from last year. Some of us thought he was washed up. He couldn't do it anymore. Jordan Love's going to take his spot after 1 year. They're going to trade him, blah, 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 blah. And he came out, and he pulled the Roy Jones Jr. He said, listen, y'all must have forgot. He said, listen, a quarterback that had the season last year, a down year for Aaron Rodgers, is a great year, a career year for most of the quarterbacks in this league. And he ain't wrong, man. Aaron Rodgers continues to ball out, and that's why the Packers are number 2. Number 3, you got the Seattle Seahawks with another impressive win over the Miami Dolphins that moves them to 4-0. And like I said, they got another impressive win. You could argue that they're number 2. You could argue the Bills are number 3. But Seattle is the number 3 team. Chris Carson, Tyler Lockett, DK Metcalf, and Russell Wilson continue to lead the offense. And then the defense, you know, it's not the best defense in the league, but the Seahawks still get the job done. Number 4, you got the Buffalo Bills. You can argue that they're the second best team in the league. Josh Allen having an MVP type year. This is probably the best year from any young quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes. Obviously Lamar Jackson last year, but I think Josh Allen right now is topping what Lamar Jackson did last year, with also his mobility and his accuracy improved majorly this year. And like I said, the Bills could arguably be the number 2 team, but they are at number 4 behind the Seahawks, Packers, and Chiefs. And like I said, they could move all the way up to 2, but, you know, 4, I feel like that's the perfect spot for them right now. Number 5, you got the Ravens. They bounced back and beat the Washington no-names, and they go back to their regular form. They got Dwayne Haskins benched for Kyle Allen, so we'll see how that goes down in Washington. But the Ravens come back, you know, after their devastating loss against the Chiefs and take a big win against the football team. I know it's just a football team, but when you bounce back, when you're too like the Ravens, you want to bounce back in a convincing way, and they did just that. Number 6, even though this team is in controversy as we speak, the Tennessee Titans are still the number 6 team. They are the 6th best team. Even though their whole situation happened with the COVID virus, they still managed to be the number 6 team because, like I said, still talented. Even though they made major mistakes, they're still one of the best teams in the league. Number 7, man, the Pittsburgh Steelers, after going on a quote-unquote bye last week, because of the Tennessee Titans, the Steelers, they go number 7. Me personally think they're the worst undefeated team in the league. Their win percentage against other the teams that they've beat only had a combined 1 win and 11 losses, so they haven't played any great competition yet. The defense is great, we know that, but the offense really hasn't been tested. I'm curious to see how the offense does against the Eagles' pass rush against my Eagles this week. Number 8, you got the LA Rams, man. The Rams with the whole fight, Jalen Ramsey versus Golden Tate and the New York Giants, they still got the job done. You can argue that they're over the Steelers as far as competition that they have played, beating Dallas and stuff like that. But, nonetheless, the Rams are at number 8. They get the job done, and that's where they are. Number 9, and you can argue the Browns. The number 9 is the Browns, which you can argue the Browns are number 8. And here's why I don't put them over the Rams yet. Because the Rams, I know I can get some type of consistency with their coaching, and the Rams will be a solid team every year. The Browns go up against the Colts this week. If they do beat the number 1 defense in the Colts this week, I will probably put the Browns in the top 5. But right now they're number 9 behind the Rams, like I said, only because of the fact they haven't played great teams yet. They haven't played a defense like the Colts. The Colts, like I said, the number 1 defense. The Browns can come out with an impressive win over the number 1 defense. We could be seeing the Browns in the top 5, top 6. But yeah, right now the Browns are number 9. Like I said, they probably should be number 8, but I'm going to wait until the Colts game to see. Number 10, you got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers who play the Bears tonight on Thursday Night Football. They go up, get a dub. Yesterday, Mike Evans had an amazing game. Tom Brady had an amazing game against the LA Chargers. Justin Herbert versus Brady, and man, that was a shootout. That was a shootout right there. And the Bucks came up on top. Brady, Mike Evans had a great connection. And we're gonna see the Bucks in action later tonight. Number 11, the Indianapolis Colts. Now, they are the number 1 defense, but their offense hasn't shown me anything special. They have been carried by their defense for the whole entirety of the season, even losing the first game of the year because their offense isn't that good. But nonetheless, they still have Jonathan Taylor, which is a solid running back. But like I said, that defense is the best in the league. Currently, stat-wise, and if you can fact-check me on that, you can drop that in the comments. But I believe they are at least the first or second best defense. But they are number 11. If they can get a win over the Browns in an impressive way, they definitely will move into the top 10. Number 12, got the New Orleans Saints. The Saints coming back and getting the win against the Detroit Lions. They got a false positive test, so they were able to still play their game, and they came out victorious in this game. Like I said, it is the Detroit Lions, but at the end of the day, even if it's the Detroit Lions, you still gotta respect them. Like I said, the Saints come back win. They're not that impressive this year. I still don't see the old Drew Brees. He still looks a little bit but we'll see, man. We'll see if the Saints can get a win this week. It can be good. Numero 13, we got the Carolina Panthers. Surprisingly, I thought the Panthers weren't going to be that good this year. I thought they were going to tank. Teddy Bridgewater was just there short term, and he was going to, tank for top 3 quarterback, maybe Justin Fields or Trey Lance. But the Panthers are 2-2. They are tied for second place in their division with the Saints, and I ain't going to lie to y'all. I am surprised that they are 500 right now, and I think they're right behind the Saints. The Saints obviously have more talent than them, but like I said, man, they've really impressed me this year. One of the most impressive teams, I think, in this league. In number 14, you got the Arizona Cardinals right here. They have dropped 2 straight after their hot start. What happened to Kyler Murray over the last 2 games, I do not know. DeAndre Hopkins still had a pretty solid game, but the Cardinals, man, they just seem to not get it going, man. They just seem to not get it going, and until they start getting it going, man, they won't be in the top 10. And if they lose again this week against the Jets, they're definitely out of the top 15. I might not even have to mention them in this video. Number 15, and this is the last ranked power rankings. Like I said, we do the top 15 here on this channel. You got the Las Vegas Raiders. They did lose to the Bills, but come on, who expected them to beat the New Orleans Saints and be second place in their division? I mean, I don't think anybody could have expected that. And like I said, we got to show respect where respect is due, and the Raiders have been pretty good. Nelson Aguilar surprisingly had a good game last week, and we're going to see, man. We are definitely going to see an honorable mention for this week. This wasn't really a big week, but see, you got a lot of teams for honorable mention this week. I mean, the Bears are 3-1. That is a good record on paper, but they weren't in my top 15 when they were 3-0 because I knew the inconsistency of the Bears. So my honorable mentions might have to go to the 49ers. Probably only because they are 2-2. They are 500. Even though with a loss against my Eagles, they weren't fully healthy. So we can't really judge their whole season and their ranking off that. But they are going to be the honorable mention out of the top 15 for this video. So if you enjoy the content, make sure that like, comment down below your top 5, 10, or even 15. It doesn't matter. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any live streams, videos, or any content on this channel. It's your boy MJ Nas, the tour continues. I appreciate y'all, love y'all, and I'm out. Peace. Bye-bye.